alive and well. Oh, shit. All right. Excuse me. Checking out my new camera. Relatively cheap, but it's a beauty. Posture, posture, posture. So I taught the girlfriend until she, took off on me. She never broke up with me. I don't recall breaking up, so guess we're still dating. Which one? Montana broke up with me. She still loves me though. And I haven't seen her. Oh, I haven't seen her. I don't know if he knows him. Do you know those two? Baltic? Huh. I wonder. And next to the little line. Out of whack. Revelstoke Mountain. I'll live. Anyways. Jupiter Paramilitary. Black Beret. Bah! That's just a skip, by the way. Jesus H. Christ. How could one man inherit such a wealth from the very poorest, in the middle class, and the upper class, and the billionaire men's club? Well, at that point, their opinion matters, but hey, I'm broke, so I'm with the poor on that one. Oh, well, whatever. They don't all want me to be broke. What am I even talking about? I don't know. That's the code to get on. Nobody's in Jupiter Paramilitary. Hands are dirty because I was working on my car. It was not so bad. Oh, feminine. Oh. Doesn't mean I'm homosexual. Some are. God bless you. God made you that way. It's not my fault. Only one person on there and it's still zero? No. Nobody's allowed on there, NBC. They're all told they're not allowed on there. Nobody goes on there. You can watch it without it being flashing light. See, there's still some red and white there, man. Still connected. Not to who you think. Nope. Cut him out. Good. Everyone else who knows him should. Don't be squawking to my dad. Valdick. Oh, Valdick's the only one that can do telekinetics, eh? Valinsky. No Slinky. Valdick, he thinks it's the Soviet Union. Because he's embarrassed and he's failed. He thinks it's the Soviet Union. His plans aren't working out for him. He's a Soviet. He's a proud one. But he couldn't fool me. So he's upset. He thinks I should live broke. He's not a billionaire, though, so not even close. Working on it. Yeah, keep working on it. Just like your son was working on his first million and you got in the way of that, I'm sure. You're facing resistance, Adam? Look to your father. It's up to him how you live, not me. Exactly. Why doesn't he focus on his own family and leave me out of it? Munger and Borsky. You know that one, Valdick? He hasn't been down that road? Scared of that one. I hate him. Am I going to do something about it? No. I'll just keep hating him. It's like most people hate the idea of the Soviet Union. That we're part of it. That's why it's not that anymore. Soviet communism. Whatever. From reading, watching movies. I've got a special mind myself. I know I'm the smarty pants. I know we all have smarty pants phones. I realize that. Other than the world leaders, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not a world leader. I'm just a lowly Soviet servant. Hey, Val? I'm a Soviet servant. Val Sinsevich? I'm a Soviet servant, right? Last 6 months it made me go broke, but they didn't want me selling anything, illicitly in February. He was happy when he was getting the money for it. And now that he doesn't get the money for it, this is causing political unrest. And wherever he's upset, no, it's causing him unrest in his world because he's failed. He moved up here to try and get me under his control, and he had me 10 years. He wasn't planning on making me rich, so just harvest my thoughts and everything I do, even my energy. And I couldn't do it for him because he's too stupid to understand how to work with somebody like me. Because I've worked with lots of people, and they all end up better off one way or another. Then somebody else gets a hold of them and can ruin that situation. People get jealous of me. They always have. It's a fucking sad thing. I try not to be jealous about anything. Yeah, well, you guys should have thought about how you guys would affect my business getting involved with me. Because your business was never my business, Mr. Sinsevich and Mr. Sinsevich. Never was. I had business before I worked with you guys. And I was buying around when I first got back from Vancouver. And I made more money then than I ever made working with you two. It's not Soviet Union. You guys both come from Moscow? Go back there and play your games. Okay. Adam was born in which part of Vancouver? You never told me. Both of you are watching from different locations. It says 0. These are probably prominent, and I like the color of this one. Bought it cheap. Because I'm a fairy. But I'm a fairy with a popular show that you guys got nothing to do with. There, Valinsky, no slinky. I feel like I'm gonna hit anyone with it. Have I got my cat back yet? No. No clear stuff missing. I know exactly where she is. But, hey, what do you do? He's gonna live there and treat her poorly. Hopefully someone's sticking up for her. Still got that room under the basement there? Under the shed to the left of the house there? Hey? Well, it was a hole in the wall when I looked. I didn't put it there. My phone was on microphone the whole time. Even looks like me. That's my cat. He's tagged to me. Or chipped or whatever they call it. He found me outside. I was sleeping 4 blocks over in a boat. Sorry for sleeping in your boat. Someone might have heard me snoring. Let me see. Valdic never loved me. No, he used me. And well, hey, Valdic, when you get to the point where you got to use a bus, a library card to figure out where you're going to get your next meal, that'll be your fault. Okay, pal? Okay, because we're not pals anymore, and you're not uncle. Last year I told Uncle Johnny. Ha! Double-edged sword. Both sides for you. I never said Uncle who. No, I didn't. Uncle Johnny. My uncle. Brought him back from the dead. As a little university-style thought project. You don't want to meet him. You'll meet him when he goes to hell. That's where Uncle Johnny is. Huh? Grandma's gone, so Grandpa Wayne's gone. So he's in hell. If Grandma was here, I'd say he was in heaven. But she's not. So he probably went to hell, if you believe in that sort of thing. Here's a hard man, I know. People didn't tell me about it. I know I'm not allowed to hear the stories. I know I get this from the wind. I'm a wind talker. Oh, ask it. You still feel tough? Hey? Still feel tough, fella? Ask him must have one of these. You have one of those? Hey, ask it. You a member since 2024? I'm a premier member. I've used up my toes. You're not a member. Heard you're a fall down prospect and just a crackhead now. Just letting you know. You didn't say sorry. You never text me. I don't practice telekinetics. I don't even know what that is. News to me. I'm not a homosexual. Ask it. You made a pass on me yesterday. That's what you did. You were trying to pick me up. You want to chase me around with a 2x8 for nothing? Did you ever find out that woman's name, or is she yours? She's yours? I couldn't remember her name. That's why all that started. And he knows it. And that's a big win for him. Well, enjoy living life over your shoulder. Somebody don't take that too seriously. Or takes that seriously that you did that. Probably stateside. Or somebody with a camera on one of the houses that follows me around. Hills have eyes. Kamloops. I don't have a home in Kamloops. Big fix. Probably unmanned homes with cameras set up, little tiny ones, hidden things. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't do that. No, that's spying. It's horrible. If you looked out from Bachelor, something I could pick up on those, they'd probably find a bunch of them. I don't know. Laser or something? Maybe there's none there. I doubt it. I only took one surveillance photo from up top of Mount Peter or Paul. It was of a greenhouse. Huh? That was before he was, brought to the law. High-ranking member of what? Val Soviet Party? Valinsky, Sovietism is bad. Valinsky. No slinky. That means him having no power. He doesn't deserve it. He raped my two girlfriends last year. Well, he never told me. I figured it out, Val. For fear factor. It really worked on me, pal. You won't even meet me. Last time you tried to meet me at Denny's, you weren't there. So why won't you meet me? I'm a nobody. Okay, why was I married in your house? You did it for con man reasons? I did it out of respect? I'm just scratching my back because that means a roaring lion. Well, that's what it means. Sonny Barger was a smart man. Ralph Sonny Barger was a smart man. When you scratch your back, sometimes you just have an itchy back. It doesn't mean we're all, technically it means traditional Italian-American mafia, but hey, that's a secret. Well, I'm an organized crime historian. It's hard to get that in university class. It's a tough one. They don't give that one out. They're probably not going to start. So I've read the books. My neck's itchy. That's it. Went over there for a few hockey games, football games. Stopped by to see how Adam was doing. That's it. Strudel and coffee. Sometimes pumpkin pie and a coffee. He wants to rape my two girlfriends and get away with it? Well, then he can deal with the fucking problem. That is me and him. You want a fist fight? I could pay people to do it. Of course I could. See, BC's a father-son competition. Stanisevich has lost to Hayden. And unknown name, and Guy. Well, how didn't they? Keep their money then. Leave us alone. Why do you want me in your life so bad? Because I bring morale? Or morality? I can't stand those two. They want everything for themselves and not give away anything. I worked with them for 10 years. What am I up? Debt? I didn't spend much anything. You guys are buying houses and vehicles, and they love saying that I was, working for them. I didn't work for them for one fucking day. Didn't learn much from them. Couple things like how I learned that, I learned that from my brother Brett Michael Hayden, how to run a scale. The vacuum sealer I brought in when I was prior to 2010, 03 to 2010. I was out on my own. Well, I started in high school selling dime bags. I know the teacher smelt it. That's how I wanted it. I got away with it, probably because I was somebody's son. Nothing to do with Sincevich's in Valley View. I didn't even know him yet. I met him once, Adam Sincevich. He pushed me in the hallway and looked at me with hate. And it must have been because his daddy was on his computer in a spy room I never went into when I was over there for pumpkin pie and coffee. He never invited me in, and he never even mentioned it. So I wonder what was in there. 2 computers, one of which he would have had to send his part to Eastcom, Westcom. It's in a book. I read it. Some public information. I figured him out from there. I want nothing to do with it. I solemnly swear I want nothing to do with Valdick and Adam ever again. If I never see him again, good. Fuck. You kidding me? Like, I like those two. Pompous fucking Russians. Well, unless they're Polish. Well, they're pretending to be Polish. Somebody tell Adam that was the Kremlin he's seen as a kid, or he's shaking his head. It's supposed to be a family secret. Well, you never told me about it, so I'm making it quite clear here that I'm reading what you did see, and then it's a strong negotiation tactic. And you guys can fuck off. So he's not Polish. But he loves making the joke about putting something in the tailpipe of a car, and that sounds like a typical Russian making fun of a Polish man. They got problems, those two. I don't. I don't have any problems. I've never been in a gang beef in my life. I haven't. Nope. This will be a good one. I am a smart guy, actually, yeah. I just didn't tell Adam anything. What did I tell Val that was most... I told him I wanted to swim downriver instead of upriver in the Philippines. That's about as far into strategies we got in organized crime. He's a recreational biker. He never showed me colors. That's probably what he is. He never rode a Harley either. He must really like the riders. I only heard that once. I wonder from who. I won't say any more about that. Well, this is how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to be, mentally unwell every 3 years and not say anything about it. Well, when I catch wind of people drugging me because they're told to by Clifford Coughlin, Iffy, if you will, I've been tracking him my whole life. That's got to be him, and I know it is. That's just one of his houses. Probably got 100 of them. And he's an ordained minister for a church in Pinnertown. Sure he is. A biker and everybody knows it. Well, it's true. You want to pick off friends and family of mine over the course of 20 some odd years so you can get me all alone and march me out in the bush and shoot me like it's Nazi camp? Valdick and him would love that. He was there for coffee too, eh? The old timers know, because the baby boomers aren't taking over the world. Wait your fucking turn. The good ones aren't taking over the world. They're waiting for their turn to be, 70 plus, 80, 90. Old ties with the old. Always was. Always will be. See, look, I got a telekinetic bond now. Adam Sinzevich with the people on my friends list, on my contact list. You don't owe them anything. The Sinzeviches are not getting into narco trafficking. They're not coke dealers. They don't know what they're doing. They caused the ruin of a bunch of people's lives already. And they're telling people, they told somebody to tell me that Key's dead. Key's alive, obviously. Now Reggie's got a camera in his backyard. He didn't want cameras. When I lived there, he didn't want cameras. So why would he want cameras now? He's an ignorant fucking Polak. He calls himself a fat Polak. That's what he calls himself. Oh, hey, I'm not a Polak. I'm not Polish. I might have some in the bloodline. Well, maybe. More Ukrainian and probably some Russian family over there. And Ukrainian family, without a doubt. Well, Grandma Scholes came from Ukraine. I know that. And as far as I know, she probably had sisters and brothers. Big family back then. And when everyone could afford to have big families. Or at least most people had big families. Not everybody. And some of them probably married into Russian families. Maybe. Or one or two or something. I don't know. So I'd have friends over there. Maybe even in Moscow. We're close around St. Petersburg. I do. Oh, no shit. Well, I can't salute you. I'm not on either side of that war. I'm a neutral party. I don't think it should be going on, personally. But hey, that's not my business. I'm just reading something. No Soviet communism will ever take hold of the minds of the young people. It was banished from political ideology, so please do not practice such things as... Did they hurt me, these two? They have money. So keep on. Keep it on. Well, Adam, why don't you go visit your grandmother? Was she mean to you last time you were there? She's got to be in her 90s. I would have went and visited with her. Not anymore, but hey, you never asked. hey, they wanted to make me crazy, so I knew a good strategy in 2011 or 2012 when I read Rise and Decline of the Five Families of New York. Hey, they wanted a strategy. Well, I threw one back at him. Take a while for Adam to figure that one out. Get to the books there, fella. I'm an organized crime historian. These guys got nothing. These two and whoever fella's got left is a friend. And probably not many. He never had many around when I was around. Would have been his friend, and he fucked that up. So I'm not his nephew. I was Uncle Johnny's nephew. He was happy to see me in the Philippines, and he was kind then, but for what ultimatum? See, people are kind and use people that used to be spies. My opinion, he's ex-KGB. That's what I think. Well, I can't prove it. So, and he didn't bring his trophy with a hammer and sickle from Moscow. Moscow. How do you say that? Go get another coffee there, Val. I'll be up all night. Whee! Where'd I get the computer? None yet. In business. And if you, one more time up, I don't like you and I don't. Hey, it's okay for two people not to like each other, but when he's trying to take over my business, as he is, through the, what I always do. The whole world knows what Cody Hayden does, even though it says 0. Must be pretty good internet. And they still think it's just going out to them. Nope. Yeah, they're trying to take my business. It's my business. I built it last year. From February to February, I didn't take a day off, and it was all good. Val was going on his second vacation of the year, and Adam was taking a piece of $14.50 an ounce. And, well, hey, we're being honest. Nobody's going to go to jail for it. You guys are politically connected. Hey, I don't want to mess with the Soviets, okay? Soviet communism must be running strong between you two. So, hey, I guess you guys are out now, eh? I'm out, you're out. Well, hey, you're trying to force me out and say I'm not allowed to sell? Well, you guys are? You two are? You're not even from this fucking country. You're not pushing a British Columbian out of his own trade. I've been in there 22 years. They can go fuck themselves, those two. Straight up. Actually, I'm quite calm. Being mad is quite good reason for being mad. I've done something for 22 years that everybody knows I do. But now these two are wanting to take over people's minds with the telekinetics that Valdick taught him when he got here in the late 80s when I was born. And he got here, or he must have went back for his kid, or had him here or whatever. Those two are my enemies. No kidding. Doesn't matter. Valdick wasn't born here. My dad was born in Canada, St. Hyacinthe, near Montreal. That's where the fear comes from. You fucking insolent fucking swine, Valdick. He wants to think of me like that. He doesn't have any telekinetics on me at all. It doesn't exist. It doesn't work. No. He thinks he has a tin hat on and he's using sticks like this to try and get out. He looks like KKK. He probably is. He's probably sold his soul to the devil. Come get some. Get some, Valdick. Get some balls. He's not feeling good now. He's seen enough. Okay, Valdick. Okay. The Nazi will come out of him. To tell his son to be a neo-Nazi. And Derek Weatherhead's one too. And they are neo-Nazis. Good for you. Little piece of paperwork that I drew. And that's in elementary school, in preschool or kindergarten, I drew a piece of propaganda. I wanted to get the Queen's attention. Queen Elizabeth II. She's passed away now. Her funeral is on September 8th. People all over the world know that. And I'm loyal to her and her memory. Long before I'm loyal to a couple Soviets hanging out in BC or hanging around in BC. They should go hang around in Moscow, try and play this game over there. Or St. Petersburg. Apparently I got family. Oh, well, that's news to me. We just figured it out. But it's through marriage, but it's still family. Right. I was just married. I was just married at Valdic's house. This is a great ceremony. He videotaped it and sent it to somebody, or they just pulled it off his hard drive. Somebody hacked it and probably, or he sent it to people. I was sweating then, yeah. I'm not sweating right now. Actually quite healthy and whole. I wasn't sleeping much. So if you guys are getting it from separate, if Valdic and Adam are getting it from separate locations, it still says 0. Huh. Interesting, hey? We're through completely. There is no hold. And you guys are using very draconian, evil fucking tactics to do things to people in town. And I've always been from Falkland Chase area. So I've invaded nobody. So I'm a Canadian. These guys are fucking not from this country. Adam wasn't born here. If he was born here, I doubt it. He probably showed up with a baby. YVR would have the footage. So if he didn't, well, big deal. Adam's in Kelowna. Go do dope game out there. You guys think you're hijacking my dope line? I don't fucking think so. Everybody knows I'm a drug dealer. There's nothing new there. Fuck. And is there Mars next to us and is there Mercury next to us? Everybody knows that. Jupiter's next to us too, and so is Uranus and Venus and Pluto and Saturn and it's one more in there, I think. There's asteroids near us too, and maybe not that near. Jupiter keeps that away. The Romans named these things. And unfortunately, I don't like you two. And in business, that's a big deal. So why don't I want your guys' help? I wonder, when you guys were hiding behind my cover the whole time, and you like that cover, right? Well, wait till that cover's gone, because it is gone now. You two aren't my friends. You're not my family. You ain't anything to do with me. So keep my fucking name out your mouth, and I'll keep my name out my mouth. And I won't think of you like I don't. So quit trying to rape the fucking people of Kamloops. Neither of you even live here. Alex sold. I left him a voicemail. That's all I did. He won't meet me. He won't have a sit down about this. He thinks he's just going to take my dope line, and a Russian in Canada right now is going to take a fucking dope line from me. Well, he's a Polishman then. Sorry, he's from someplace in Berlin or someplace in Germany. Whatever fucking story. He was meant to go to Perth, but he showed up in Vancouver. Yeah, you tried to sell me this stuff to try and woo me over to your side, pal. I'm a Canadian, and a proud one. Fuck. I won't say anymore. You need to hear it. If he's even watching. He doesn't feel well. That's what he's going to say. He's on his phone. Somebody hasn't killed him yet? Oh, there's a good one. This is revenge for Scotty. Because those two had something to do with it. Guarantee they did. If I'm being told the truth. I get told one thing and not another. They keep information from me, the bikers of BC, because the bikers of BC are out on their own. They always have been. This is what they are, except for one man in Surrey who would love to talk to the man from Oakland. Can he even get across the border? Is there voice recognition there too? Because when I had money in my pocket, I couldn't get a hotel in Kamloops. Voice recognition. My headlight burned out right now, so I go talk to Eskett. He owes me an apology. I say Mr. Goffredson and Mr. Leonard would agree. If they knew he chased me around with an axe, he's squatting on Mr. Raymond Jules Land. Well, he's not there. He's not a Jules. I think he burnt that house down. Well, we were getting along just fine, and somebody seduced him, probably Jason Robertson. Wrong one, pal. That's Iffy's rat. See, in 2007, Chris Gregoire was busted, and then Jason Robertson was busted at the same time. And I was left out of it because I wasn't there. And I took my car, my Intrepid, off the road, and I put the Monte Carlo on the road, and way to Kelowna, me and Braden Stanley went for a night of being brothers. And we spent some money and had some fun. Those two probably spent the night in jail. Good place for them. And JR probably ratted somebody out in Surrey. That's probably what happened. And these two are the apples of the eyes of the one man who lives in Rivershore. Well, how could you even think of working with guys like that? They did. So, yeah, well. And I haven't worked with them since. I seen them both once, maybe. Oh, Chris, I seen a couple times. I sold him ounces of weed. And the last time I talked to him, he was crying about me not being able to drive across from Valley View out to his uncle's place, pretending that he's not what he is. And he's just a little bitch. He's a little bitch. He is the little bitch. And they said it to me a million times, and they're not doing that anymore. They went away from that strategy. So trying to make me go crazy. Well, I ain't crazy. Nope. Back at her. And who are they working for? I don't know. Someone who likes to hoard rats to himself. One day a rat army will be upon us. Yeah. Yeah, that one man. He likes working with rats, and he likes to be an ordained minister, too, for a church up by Paul Lake. Right where Cam lives, hey? Huh. And they're above the law, are they? No, the Cam was the one they raised, so I would be scared. I'm not scared, I know Cam. So, Dad doesn't know who that is. He wouldn't be happy. See, I got information off the street, and people don't like him. And people don't like him in the kind of way where pitchforks and fucking torches are the way they don't like him. His buddy lives down the road. Policia. He'd remember that. And that's a guy that you can't tell. He didn't know who that is. That might have been the police. Inside joke. He can tell that joke. I gotta bring flowers to a couple parents. I don't know the truth because I get told one thing about a person and another thing about a person. Somebody told me Jay was alive. Somebody told me Jay was dead. I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I do. My heart, I know he's passed. Somebody's been picking off the people that know me from prior to 2010. Literally picking them off. And that's got to be iffy. Has to be. Mitchell, my cousin. Second cousin. Jamie Schultz's son. Overdose. Doesn't make sense. Jay. May have been a reason for that. I don't know. I have no idea. I never knew his last name. In the world I come from, you don't really need to know somebody's last name. You know him by face and by name. Somebody poisoned the water between me and him, and it was Jason Robertson. I know it was. He's a little rumor starter. He's a neo-Nazi. That's what neo-Nazis do. They start rumors, and they just make situations worse. I drew a picture once in preschool, kindergarten, and it was perfect. I wanted to get the Queen's attention. She would have known who I was. Pretty sure. I can't prove it, but. And I got her attention. And now that she's gone, there's a coup going on in my life. They want to make me afraid. So I go back to work for Valdick. Okay. I laid some floor tile for him. That's it. Once. Lobby. That's it. Other times I was just over there seeing how Adam was doing. We share a friend from high school. And, well, I only met him once. That's all I had to. He's a good man. I'm going to leave that up to mystery. Well, acquaintance, I guess it would be for me more than that. But he's a good man. I don't see why he would have changed. He was a good man then. I had my teenage years, and those were good years. Other than that, I've been pretty good. Selling small bag weed. That's for me. For 13 years until last year. I diversified the portfolio. Now I'm basically broke. That's what war against certain Hells Angels will do to you. No, not my dad. He's an affiliate, for everyone knows. Me and my brother Brett, he found a pistol at school, or wherever he was in high school. He taught me how to use it. I was like right age of 4 or 5 or 6. Grandma Shirley would have took it away. She put her heads together and she said, "No guns." My brother didn't take that seriously. I did. What happened? If she didn't tell anybody, she didn't want anybody to know. She probably threw the gun in the river. And she would have took all my notes too. I was learning how to be a cook. Exactly, there's no one watching. I'm not famous. Perfect. No one watching. Who would be watching? Nobody could find this. Why would anybody find Beth Banner? Elizabeth Banter? At Cody Hayden. Who would find that? It's impossible. Fairly good looking guy on Facebook. I haven't had any recent pictures. I like doing that. I like putting up old ones. Makes me feel young. Spry. Oh, he wants dinner. Should be somewhere in here. He got missing a couple times. Oh no, only once he went missing. Other times he was in good custody. I was so worried. Just get him back. Cleo's still at large. Missing. Abducted. I could tell a story about that. Well, the short and curlies on it are 505 Nicola. Yeah, not St. Paul. I'm thinking St. Paul wasn't Paul Castellano. Different St. Paul. Should, I would think. Certainly not that man in Vancouver. Hasn't done a lick that's fucking good for me and my family up here. He's Italian. He knows who he is. G Unit. Some go out, I go in. Never out. Not for me. I got big respect for me, but that man in Paul in Vancouver, no good. Good for nothing. POS. He's got money. Never seen him up here offer me a fucking meal. And I can go to the hostel for that, eh, pal? We don't got one. Wait till I'm in your neighborhood. Wait, I'm already there. He's Italian. Yeah, exactly. Canadian first, no? Huh. He can figure out who I know up here. He doesn't know. Let him figure it out. Stock Talk _ 365. Oh, this is a great application. 365 at 365 Stock Talk. Let's talk about stock, indexes and such. What is that? Creative freedom goes to Washington, D.C. for letting me be creative and have my freedom. Well, those men needed to hear it. Well, we started in with the Pinko communist. Sorry. Well, I'm not sure what that defines as, but that was when I was living at 2255 after that woman who I'm still dating left. Well, she never broke up with me, as far as I know. You know, she can do what she wants as a woman, as far as I know. I keep Montana too. Well, she broke up with me, but so. Well, it hurt. It was about a month ago, so she still wants to be the, well, friend or secret. I don't talk to her anymore. Not loud. I take that seriously, and there's good reason. For some reason, she thought she had to steal out of my pocket every time I fell asleep, and she left me 3:05 last time. This is before the RV event. Well, there was a female banging at the window, broke it. I don't know who it was. She never made her name. I was more concerned about the two men who broke the window in the back and came on the bus with a bat and machete. That's the wound there. It's healing now. Must have shaved my hand. My knuckle. Well, I don't know how they turned out. Not sure. And this actually happened. Well, I was peacefully on the RV because I was allowed to be there. I haven't been there since. There's been someone on that RV every night when I drive past on Lethbridge to go to Dairy Queen. I'm in the neighborhood. Well, I haven't been there every night, so pedal by to go get an ice cream. They don't have strudel there. I was there for banana split earlier. I drove past. It's 100 feet, give or take. It's not like I stopped. There's usually a light on there. I'm assuming it's not her. I don't think she's allowed to stay there. I don't know. I mean, how could she? Maybe she is. I don't stop. I drive by. It's about 100 feet. I go by at about 60, 50 kilometers an hour, so I'll go around. I actually offered to marry that girl. She said no. So she's sticking by it. This was months ago. I still lived at 2255. Oh, can I tell some stories about 2255 ETC Highway? The middle suite. I lived in the top suite too. I did. 10 years ago, roughly. Me and the landlady were on good terms. Because if a fire truck was called, was the hair that broke the camel's back? Well, I think it was more to do with a man that didn't like me and him putting pressure on said landlady. His name, well, he already knows who he is, so. Part owner or something. I don't want to embarrass him. Landlady was awesome. She never gave me any problems first time I lived there. And I had more friends over then. Way more friends. So now Preston's there. He took over the suite. I can tell it's his truck when I drive by. You know. It wasn't the girl that was the problem in the end. It was the landlord. Not the landlord. The landlady next door. Oh no, she's not a landlady. She just lives there. What's her name? Michelle? Well, she and her son, who must have had the key when I moved in, I didn't notice until later on. He thought it was his suite. And they love pulling pranks on me there, the bikers. See, I finally had it done. When I sleep, I'm a heavy sleeper. And people force people to do things when I sleep. You know, when I sleep, I'm quite pleasantly sleeping, but I shut off after the injection I was given in 2010 at Hillside Psychiatric Center. They gave me something I don't think they should have. This wasn't the police's fault. This is whoever was, you know, in charge of that situation. Probably was Valdick. You know, somehow he got in charge of that situation because he's been on my case for way too long. It's time he cut it out. I can't prove any of that, but I'm on to you, Valdick. Take your Sovietism, go back to your own country. You're either from Germany, Poland, or Russia, or Ukraine. You don't like the Ukrainians. That's why. Odessa now knows, and St. Petersburg, and Moscow. I don't know who started that war, but I was shoveling coke up my nose in 2021. I don't do it anymore. And that's when, before I got involved with the ACT team on King Street. And, well, I had something to do. I had savings, and I was burning through it. I only helped out a couple of weekend warriors, and I don't do this stuff anymore. So, I don't like the crystal methamphetamine. It's gross. It's not for me. I smoke weed. Hey, there you go, bud. Do I look like a meth head? I only know one guy keeps his keys right there. He's probably sick of getting ripped off too. It's my brother from another mother. I never met his mom. It would be nice to meet mom. Other mom. Oh shit. It's an act. So this is like not an act. So all that I just talked about was very, very true. And it's a shame. I'll never see Valdick again. Hey, his wife makes excellent food. She was wonderful. She's a Roman Catholic. I happen to know the church she goes to. And I was there once when I was at Gig Literally Floor 6. That's what they call it when you stay at the Royal Anne Hospital. I was there once because I was there once, and no big deal. And for me, it wasn't. It was no big deal because I was pretty much good to go there. So just I was there for a little bit of, you know, sleep and, you know, healthy conduct. And, you know, it was good. I didn't mind. It was a brand new facility. It's actually quite a nice day. But well, every 3 years or so exactly, I have a bipolar episode. This time I haven't. Thanks for the ACT team. And well, it's not just being off my meds. I didn't want to take my meds for years. I'll stay on them now, but it's the systematic druggings that people have been up to. Clifford, Coughlin, caught ya. Always mad now. Well, I know from growing up, his two stepchildren, well, Sean at least didn't like him. Different Sean. I grew up in Dallas Elementary, at Dallas, Bogady Street. Moved there in grade 3. Stayed there till grade 5 or 6. Moved behind them, just so people. This is a good one to keep online because there's been no music. It's always the goddamn content strikes that get me. And behind the greenhouses at Hook Road. I lived there for a year or 2. Had a wolf dog. Used to wrestle with him. That's where I learned how to fight. Wasn't from Brett Michael Hayden. Different Brett Michael Hayden. That is my brother. I only get one of them. He was a good man. Don't get along with Crystalline Grimm. Or sorry, Hayden. Chrissy Hayden on Facebook. I don't get along with her. No. I don't get along with her at all. Like, I've seen her once since she drugged me in 2015, 2016. She was the nail in the coffin back then. Brandon Dijon drugged me over here by Hannah Road. Well, he's not going to admit to it, of course not. And then Kyle was there. He probably knew about it. And those are the 3 that jumped me. Him, Kyle, and Curtis. Curtis didn't want none. When I first moved out to Garrett Road, those 3 jumped me. This is before the dog incident. Duke would have been on a leash just down the road. And, they jumped me. I dropped 2 of them. Curtis didn't want none. Now he's living with Preston at this house. This is a great sign of victory for the Soviet Bell. I have a feeling they were throwing rocks at that dog, and he broke the chain. He was tied up properly always. But he's a big wolf dog, so. Well, I never heard nothing about it. Oh, the truth hurts. The truth will set you free. And anyway, so I lived there behind the greenhouses. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I'm pretty easy going. I mean, I'm happy. I'm staying in an RV in an undisclosed location. And I should go in for some food before. Library card. Handy dandy. Kamloops Library. I ordered Mein Kampf. I'm still waiting for it. Just kidding. That one didn't come in the mail for me. I ordered that in 2010. After the Hillside incident in 1 South. I ran naked and it was just a fun time. It's not embarrassing for me because I've been ran through so many times with Mental Health Act. It's been great because it's protected me. And hey, I have been ran through. And whether I was drugged or not, I still ended up in those places every 3 years approximately. But isn't that handy for isn't it a little suspicious? Yeah, I was on my pet meds and 3 times in 1 day a wellness check by the local RCMP. Why? Because people were trying to put me in there right around 3 years. Since I was in Grey Gardy, 4-6. It's been 2020, 2021 I was there. The end of 2021, right? So 2024, we're coming up to 3 years and they've been trying like hell to get me to go back. I'm okay. Is Kamloops okay? No, that's called life in the one part of the old reality, and everybody knows what I do for work, so I'll be back. Or I won't be, way longer. make your snacks. I got some things. It's cold in here. My toes is cold. Me and Simba are forged by the cold. 2020, I got him. Maybe I said his birthday is December 1st. From a good man, actually. Who doesn't like me anymore, I guess. It's funny, people, when you lend them things, like, you know, whatever, and then they don't like you, or they pretend not to like you, but they don't want to pay you back. And I'm not a violent man anymore. I was prior to 2010. Well, there was that one assault. It's on my record. So I guess I am a violent man. Only that one, though. Oh, that one. Other one we won't talk about. Undisclosed location. I'm on camera and I'm making a skit. Some of it's serious, some of it isn't. It's all fiction at its finest. When I'm on camera, of course it is. Use your big people's fancy. You think it's just a zero there? I know it wasn't in the first time I did these in 2020. Best banter. She might have heard, eh? Her favorite Robin Hood. There's other ones. See how we always said I grew up in the hood out here. When we grew up, when we were kids, we called it the hood. But we're not kids anymore. We're 35. And I have no friends currently except the Angel, Riella, Brittany. The men have all flaked out on me big time. Ryan still, well, I don't know what he's up to, but you trust in Chris to get you out of that one, man. Well, I don't know what he does in his own rotary, but if he puts anything in my name, I never gave him permission. So, well, he's up to something. Why hasn't he had a girlfriend in so many years? I must know something I don't. I don't hang out with him ever either. I'm closer to Craig. I've always been closer to Craig. He's one of the last people he would have saw before his accident. And he's proud of me. Craig's like a propaganda expert. He's not sure what to think of Cody, but I'm the same guy as I was then. See, I only get to share my morale with the adults now. Before it was with a bunch of children. Well, when I was 10, we were children, yeah. I was usually the grown man in the room, though. Fixing the microwave one sec. The old man and me get on just fine. I turn the breaker on. Guess where I learned how that? Mr. Dabner. He taught me what a breaker was. I never knew what a breaker was before I got to that class. Nope. Micro. Bacon. Kevin Bacon taught me how to read. Obviously, I knew how to read when I got there. Dabner was my first teacher, and you were my second in electrical foundation. Nope. So yeah, see me hung in the fucking public before I go back to that trade. Not for me. Invested in a small business, maybe. But you're from Calgary, so you don't have last say in the city either. Who am I talking about? Great uncle? Rubber meets the road. Yeah, but do you have one of these? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. You have to follow him pretty closely. Only the adults in the room. 1945. Got some cars that age. Good. That's when the war ended. This one got King George on there. Ooh. It's not worth that much. Worth his weight in trust, though. I got food. I'll come in the morning for breakfast. Me and the parents get along just fine. If I had to go left, and they went right. That's how it works in the gang life. Well, I've only been selling drugs for 22 years. You know, you know, it's fiction at its finest. So it's all an act. I don't sell drugs. I'm broke, living at home. The same home that's been on my ID all those times when I had another address. Just like Pascal and Chris Gregoire. Pascal Hayden. Oh, he's got two addresses and he kept that one downtown? This is a fuck you to me, eh? Well, that's okay, Pascal. I know you're involved with something you don't want to be. You don't like the chain of command. Have fun with it. It's supposed to come on and it doesn't even work. These things, I just whip them out too fast. I would never hit Pascal. He's a grown man. Have fun with your chain of command there, pal. Grandpa left me something. Respect with the mob. And he did. Good enough for me. I already told my parents to donate my aunt. I'll be fighting her for it. She's just waiting for that. I got the respect that Grandpa Wayne had. I'm 35. I inherited some of it. What, you hungry? There's food right there. Make sure he's fed first. How a good leader does it. More than just drug profits at stake there, Jesse. Maybe you can't see it, but hey. Why would you be sending encrypted messages to Valdic when he made his own chapter out of thin air? He sewed it himself. Probably exactly what he did. Wow, he's ex-KGB, I swear. Never told me. Why would he? Why is this dangerous for me? I'm playing the man perfectly. I'm a spy too. In my own country. Self-taught. Drug dealing is my cover. Is my story. Not a crime story. What do you want? Some olives? You wouldn't need an olive. Yeah, well, I'm an organized crime historian too. Reaper Man, read it. Rising Decline, read it. Hells Angels at War, read it. A bunch of other ones too. Sometimes when a man looks through a book, he picks up on things. Doesn't always read them. Holy good. A lot of knowledge sitting up in that shit, Dad. We had to burn some of them because they were water-ridden. Pete remembers. Pete's a good man. Pete's here still. He got some of them for me. Right out of chapters. Same way I got Hells Angels at War. Or my mother might have bought that for me. She probably didn't notice. I might have slipped it in my pocket. Might have been paid for cash. I was quite the pickpocket once. Never a pickpocket, but way back when. When I got charged with those B&Es. Yeah. Derek still keeping in touch with Crystal? Oh, that's funny. No, we don't keep in touch. Don't need to. You like a 16-year-old. Like Derek's losing his wife over that one. Where's Derek? Not the one that shot the bovine. Hey, I can't ask Brandon for a second opinion. That's what happened. How's Derek? How's his leg doing? Mom Boucher must have been laughing about that last time I seen him. Hey, he drove past me. He's the ace in the hole. Why would Ron be upset with me? I never did anything to him. He can make up for his mistakes with me. Just because I have a popular show doesn't mean I don't know how to knuckle up. Usually young men don't beat up old men. I would never hurt Riella. Andre. Corey, though, I don't know him as a hole in the ground. And my dad would never hurt them either. You want on the good side of the force, Ron? You can imagine. You ain't on the good side of the force. I figured it out. Nobody needs to know nothing. They're either laughing at me or having a laugh with me. You're not having an olive. Okay, fine. I eat like a horse, so bear with me. Turn the music on. Probably don't keep girlfriends. With me. Hey, she never broke up with me. Not that I remember. Just like King never gave her a bag of something that was totally detrimental to her health. And I would have said something, but not King Charles, no. Alias. He's gone missing in here. Peaceful for who? In town. Because they've done their best behavior in cameras, and I'm the one raising hell, eh? Yeah, right. They don't want me here. Who? Valdic and Iffy? Of course they don't. Why would they? Hilarious. I'm the only one with a faint idea how to stop the fentanyl crisis, and it's in the long distance because that's just probably not going away. But to me, it's half overdoses and half mass murder. Literally. I've never even seen this stuff till 2022. I tried it in Vernon just to try and see what the fuck, why everyone's dying off of it. And it's just basically a smokable sleeping powder or sleeping substance. That's all it is. Here. This is how I get my information out to the public, and I am creatively free. Thanks to Parliament in Washington, D.C. Well, that's where the buck stops right there. And Mexico City. We're North America. It should be like the gleaming light of the world. We're the biggest economy. All three together by a long shot. Continents, well, maybe not continents, but we're probably. I mean, Asia's big, a lot of people, but our dollar is worth lots, and the American dollar, and then, you know, after you add in the Commonwealth, well, there's really not much competition, except for China. We know that. I knew a Chinese man once. Only one. Well, two. Him and his son, Richmond. This is Simba. I'm just introducing him to the cat unless they're watching. Not being a smartass. Look. Camera. Look. He's avoiding it like he knows it's on camera. Look. There he is. I've grown. It's only been 30 years. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh, I knew something was good about that. That was entertaining. I like that game. I always thought to myself, that's a winner right there. I gotta find out who's the worst case scenario for our country. And well, there's a lot of good men in the bikers. A lot of good men. Rowdy men, tough men, some men you don't even mention because they don't ride Harley. so I wouldn't be a biker or a rider. I rode once. I didn't have any insurance. I didn't have any front brakes, so I did at first. I didn't have any. I must have read that in one of those books. That's how they used to do it, or my dad told me. I didn't have a proper helmet. I only rode Duck Range and Barneville Road. So I went real slow with Dad. We had one breakdown. I rode better by myself. I do most things better by myself. So Roller Coaster Tycoon. Well, through ways of stealing my iPhone and then making me broke, to stolen again. Not from anyone around here. I think I dropped it actually. No, that one wasn't stolen. I dropped it. Water, like a deep lake. Fishing. I don't know if I can get another one. Maybe. That was the first one. I dropped it fishing. The second one was stolen. Third one I gave to my old man as a present. Something tells me some people don't want me online. I don't know why. It's the Roller Coaster Tycoon. Hey, it was a great game when I played it. I haven't built no theme parks. No other people do that. God bless them. Just gotta get in the good books for them. Entertain them. Eventually it'll be worth something. We got a little problem here in BC. So I'll put on some music. I get like a horse. No time to eat. My dad eats like a Quebecois, which is some eat like fancy man, some eat like dad. He must have been from that French Empire. Dad eats slow now. It's better to eat slow. You get more nutrients out of the food. I told him that once. I'm book read and TV trained. I've been to university, physics and math, yeah. And then they're just upgrading courses, but the nuts and bolts are there. And then electrical foundation, electricity is not exactly easy to pick up on. Magnetics is really interesting. We're on a big magnet basically, so Jupiter's bigger. Belongs to some other fella. Hey, if the poor believe it, hey, it's good for them. I'm poor too. I've been made poor by Valdek. Different tactics. Soviet would know best. Borsky Mungo is getting a laugh out of that one. I was going for a fish. I went down the wrong road. We had a long conversation. Oh, yeah. The cat nearly took off. He didn't want to be away from his pop-pop. I should chew it, but that's what stomach acid is for. Mine's strong. Oh, another day. Two-faced SOB right there. That reminds me of that picture. Delayed. That picture with the world map behind me. That was at 1747 North River Drive. In Pacific time, it's bedtime. Bye. Gotta do something for him. No, I'm not fascist. One thing I am not. My grandpa Harold Hayden would have taught me about fascism. That's where that picture worked too well. Turned heads. Roller coaster. Here I played another to graduate into stuff. I thought was the one away from that wavelength. There's no one to entertainment. Not on YouTube. See you. Just eating. I the music. If I music, it doesn't put the video. Probably won't even go through this one. Just that. Maybe misselected or maybe. I knew they'd use this strategy. But the men that I train that are now tax members, that's good. Well, good for you. Have fun under the chain of command. How are you doing in Zippy? Zippy's a nomad, isn't he? Well, as far as I read in the book, I was in that war. I read between 12 and 13 years of age. Um, you're supposed to scare Housing about doing what you want, but he's not supposed to try and as far as I know. Well, Birch would love to hear this one. Yeah, it was on his way to the concept. I were both I was there with that wavelength. He knew I was in order both with that wavelength up here, and I'm pretty sure camera for the economic engine in that in that in that piece. Absolutely, what's the use of this? Everyone knows that it's golden and big industry, yes. And, people in the bush now, but then it's their first the descendants. You got the nine people in town, you can make other system through that town. The railways, it's always going to cost you. Everything else now is epic. And that's one of the different the scary of the two. But the thing is, it's the common people, you and Kelly. He doesn't seem, he's hiding. I don't hang out with I haven't hung out with him since I don't know, 07 or 06. There's a fall guy there, and then they got up there, and then Jason ours, and he must, or he didn't. But, hey, doesn't mean I gotta like him. Been a day in my life. Why would I work for any of those guys? I've always had somebody in my phone, somebody in his corner. Wally, that's the oldest of them. Why would I work for any of those guys? And I wouldn't even work for the tax. I don't hang around with my own day. No, I'm an associate to the club. I'm not a motherfucker running around. They don't run me around. I run myself around. They haven't liked me lately. They want me to leave the province. Get used to it. See if I get disability. I might. I'll really shake it up. Oh, Look, the camera. I didn't have time for my cat. I was sending me up, bro. Wada. Thanks, pal. And then you hit the cat again. Well, he's got her. He thinks he's a tough guy. You guys showing that man? You probably do. That cat right there. You gotta do something with the camera. He's been using that cat for something. I can sense it. You know, this is California where poison. That's why people are poison. Scared about chocolate. Because that's the thing. Yeah, you stole my cat. Go ahead. Why do I have these? Someone told me stolen and someone must have had them. Not good for her. Well, where's my cat? She's here. You know, you know, and where's the cat go? I was seeing walking in there with it. He didn't show you that camera. And you're a fucking liar. You pet thief. Jamie Gallows is probably missing too. So the Jordys. Where they go, huh, Nippy? Where they go? Where do you eat them? And your Chris does something for corpses when he finds them. Is that true? Did Iffy? I ain't scared of him. Let's have a sit down. 14th. The 14th, Mr. Haynes is going to be at the downtown Denny's. He's going to have an explanation for where my fucking cat is. I was going to be known to be a fucking phony and a fraud. And it's all on camera. Well, I know they can have me hit there. Good. Fucking try it. You fucking maggots. What I call white men that eat their own. Maggots. That's what Iffy is. That's what fucking Pat Haynes is. He's a fucking maggot. Oh, he is. I was never with him a day in my life. I've never even fucking met him. They're liars. They're not taking credit for me. And I ain't them. Not a fucking chance. Be my dad's man, I don't know if you see her. You can say I'm with him the whole fucking time. Like, liar. I ain't with him. I was snack against him every fucking way. That's why they want me to leave the problem now. Yeah, because they don't have the government overthrow plan. So they want me to leave. How about you guys pack your fucking bags and leave? Ah, maggots. White men who eat their own. And everything else. Maggots. I call them. I've got a little more powerful, not powerful, but popular. Power is with the rich and then established. The establishment. They ain't part of it. They've tricked a bunch of people into thinking that they're government. They ain't government. No, they ain't even a form of government. They're a form of get ready. They're probably all internet. Or they all left and came back from their holidays now. Some of them are still overseas. Fucking full and gone, man. You think I'm the first one to think like this? Wide open. When I read that book, Hell's Angels at War, the land that the police forgot about, I said, I need reinforcements. The community's reinforcements. I'm here. I'm back. And the narco scene. I'm not a cop. I'm narco trafficker. I'm not a cop. The cops can go. I can't help people that. I'm not. The thing got reinforcements, man. I like telling them. So what? My way came back to the community. I saw the recreational users. And I started to do 252. I was good. I used to do it. I just and I got in a small bag out of the street. After the house had the on top. Not bad. I don't know. So, I remember years later. Nobody wanted to tell me that. My dearest friends couldn't tell me. They were told not to. They'd be paid off. And now they want me to leave the province. They finally had enough of me. Ah! I'm hoping you'll be I've still been doing it. Whether it's poison or not. So I'm uncovered. I'm never going to be a class member. I'll be the full class member. Never. There's a family member, and there's going to nothing to do with batch member or swollen member. Myself, he was stabbed in the hand by Fred like Hayden. You probably remember it. Jesus will remember. Winning. You who got money. Good for you. Swollen members are gangsters that are just rap stars. Mad child, not stabbing his head. Even if the head down with the best as you told me. Didn't know who that was. So, other stuff. Indeed. I could have been I just Zero. Sun. The sun is just in a time to probably have to choose it. Even another person going in on their phone. What? He put that bottle. That's me not following that. Give me bottles. He said, prison it. I'm supposed to film it. There's some good, yeah. Impossible. This isn't the Soviet Union. This is Alex. Watch out on your bed. There's a snake there. A serpent. There's a snake coming, man. Hey, you can watch this tonight. I'm mad. Not mad. Not mad. You know? I don't know. It's that. And I like that. Good one. Keep it there, man. Start off with a good one. Very good. After that, good one. I lobby for Hollywood. The production team. Come on. I know that. Um, I know MGM. All these ones. Let me look up for. It's a camera. No, you know. They're all the old actors. They don't want to go anywhere. I just haven't watched movies lately. I've been up for movies for 4 years. I've been developing 24-hour content creation. Now, I know one day I'll get a few. I'm trying to impress that high school sweetheart. The elementary school one. Which one? I'm the man from up north that doesn't date very rarely. And the last two girlfriends I've had, the lives were torn apart just for dating me. Nothing. Literally, raped just for dating me. But they do it in secret. His Valak does it in secret. Nobody's supposed to know. Oh, he's sick. He's laying down. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to face it. Oh, he pulls up the marriage card. A fucking $200 wedding. We could have had it at the Chase fucking community center. I dated him in with it. It was a nice wedding, but I knew he'd use it at some point. I did it out of respect. I just said that. He like a con man, brother. What? No one wants water. Yes, man. Yes, I know. He's a cat. He's a cat. Go get water. Look at the camera. He knows he's on camera. I swear. He's a smart animal. Cats like look at him. Look at dog. If this cat was about the size of a, I'll raise my cat one day. Legally. Keep it in the shop. One side. Hate me. Two-thirds of it love me. But they're not all obviously. But obviously they do their own thing. The pot money's over. Gents. They need it for the water table. They filter the water here for 40, 50 years. And they're using it. I train person. They're offering their own. So have fun with your chain to come down there. They signed up for it. I didn't. And fishy, fishy, fishy. Shark with a gill. Like a fish, no, like a shark. Oh, you got weight. Kids got weight. Like weight, like tonnage. I don't have it, no. But Michael Hayden's like mine. Probably not. I don't know. Not yet, spoil. Oh, Donnie. Oh, Clan. Certain people are allowed things, certain people aren't. I don't pack those. Grandma sure, mommy. She put her head together. She took away the gun already. She was training me with it. She must have caught wind of it. She heard it. She was over there one day when mom was in the kitchen and she gave him shit. Does ring bell? She took the gun away. she, I don't know where back got it. He was training me. I got moved to Cornell. We got stood up. I didn't bother me too much. Pretty we need the gun. He did. And he did. He did. Of course, I'm not. He was drugged before. This is probably the age old tactic for the powerful people. They drug them. I'm sure not. Someone actually ended up in anyway. I have to tell it to yeah, my own car. I just It's good nature. Different community. We are globalized. We speak with none of these things the man in the world there, not with their political their thoughts, they can speak it in, everybody have their opportunities, and then people just certain they're not a fucking can't pass the first time. In the head, you know, numbers. Cameras, one of the cameras. We can keep four of them. Never speak. Think of CLAN. I think of Scotland. Think of William Sword, Nebraska, Kenny, Lucy, uh, Katie, and two brothers, James and Rory. Katie was trying to get me to be on a wavelength once, and yeah, making me, no. I think to myself, and everybody, oh, I forgot about Pandora. Great game. Premise, have fun. Let's eat some olives. Very good. Very good. Very good. We got Italian in our blood. Dad and I. And the other ones. From Grandma Denise. The other ones. Uncle Mario. Uncle Serge. Auntie Patricia. Well, you see, when some great acts are performed, because this is an act on here, but it is, because it's... This must have been under my seat. See, there's a way to open these bottles, make sure nobody's rebottling them there, eh, Valdic? That's what he did. He put one in the Hospitality Inn fridge. Smirnoff. I stunk like septic after. Just scars the stomach. Didn't kill me. It's a good bottle. Look closely. Well, I gotta worry about this thing. Normal people don't have to. I'm a normal person. He's embarrassed. Good. I'm embarrassed to even know him. One good thing that happened is I met somebody in 100 Mile. So 2 people. Well, more than a few people. But the one man who's important. He knows one thing. That Tony, Andy, and Al have no fucking say over me or my father. They never did. Except they took money from all my sales. Those fucking lying fucking motherfuckers. He doesn't need to say it, Guy. He's been busy in the truck. He's retired now. He trucked through the Coquihalla. When they sat around, it did nothing. Oh, Andy trucked. He did truck. Al has been doing nothing since... Well, hey, he timed it pretty well. When I was on my first vacation, Judy died. Must have timed it well, eh? So I had a little mini revenge for her over you, you fucking mutt. Oh, you pulled that plug on her. I had someone do it. I know that now. Or then who did it? Fluke occurrence? My first holiday? The first thing when I get back I hear about? I knew her as a child. I was close to her then. She babysitted me, you fucking mutt. Yeah, your wife that you didn't give a fuck about? Get in your truck and drive on over. They ain't girl. They ain't Tony or Andy. Come on and get me. They ain't coming. I loved Auntie Judy. You didn't. Do something about it. Exactly. You take cut off my line though, huh? You didn't protect me for a fucking day. Nobody even knew you were taking it. Not in the dope game. Well, those guys are in the dope game then. Huh. I just found out the other day. Made sense. Why does my price go up from when I was 16 to 17, my price went from $700-800 an ounce to $1,400, $1,350. My crew still moved it. There's people loyal to me. Not those fucking fairies back in the day. They're all fucking Nancy's now. They all turncoated on me thanks to your bikers, Al. Yeah, you're a biker too, no kidding. With no fucking gravel in his stomach. Anyways. How's the idea? Well, too bad for him. He gets his e-transferred. Huh. Well, it's in the form of a paycheck, is it? Hasn't been getting anything lately. Or he still gets it, eh? Must be nice. Yeah, exactly. I'm not part of the biker fucking organization. Never was. So why are 3 fall downs getting a piece in drug dealing? They're fall downs they just lost. They need to be audited, I'd say. What company, Al? Hey, I got friends. That's all. Friends that are like family. And they got friends that are like family too. And they're all bikers trying to overthrow the fucking government. So they got money going out to Saskatchewan, do they? Huh. Valdic has something to do with that, doesn't he? He drives right through Saskatchewan. Somebody else goes out there for him. Mm-hmm. Oh, he thinks he buys packs that Valdic doesn't know about. Uh-huh. You're set up just like me, Steve. You just don't know it. You know him. You also know your dad. He doesn't give a fuck about no time. That guy don't care about Italians. He hates him. He's trying to put together something like him. And John doesn't live in the White House. No. Shawnee's dad doesn't live in the White House. He's pretending to be like somebody like Castellano. Nobody was like him. Nobody. He was his own man. Period. I know John Gotti was the one to take him out of the picture. Or no, they'll take him out. We're trying to be like that out here. Except that was in the 70s. This is not 2024. The men haven't changed much. Some have. Well, they've changed with the times. Different thing. And they're not the ones everyone's worried about. It's the men surrounding me. Well, I'm home safe, sound. They wouldn't dare. Key and me are just fine. Mom too, of course. Well, you see, they're hiding behind organized crime to overthrow the government. They're so far gone, Raval just thinks he's government now. He's not. He's not even from Canada. He's got a fake passport. That's what he told me. Deport him. He's in the system. Now, when did he get put in there? Came over with a fake passport as a spy would. He just used his father's last name. Clever. First name's different. Valdik, the Polishman. Not so funny now when someone figures you out. A bunch of people figure you out. Well, I've been doing the figuring for all of us, and well, they're trying to call me a homosexual. I'm not. I have no problem with the homosexuals. If I was going to get into politics, I'd probably get every vote in Davie Street. Because I never showed them any hate at all. I grew up amongst them. That's life. I mean, it's never a big deal to me. They want to call me one. Well, they should look at their own friends and family. These overthrowers. There's lots of them. Who are they trying to overthrow if not themselves? See, they've lost their overthrow, but now they want me to leave BC because they're upset. And they want me to go so they can get back to work. I don't think so. Shame. Shame on you. Ask the Vatican how they feel about that overthrow plot. Ask them. Clifford. Ask him. Oh, you're going to get me back for this. Exactly. So leave the fucking province. Go to Providence and act like that. He's got Irish in him. He must. Oh, that's over though. So you thought you'd have your own. A good government in this country. Great country. They do a lovely job. And you want to do what? Enslave people? Like you have? Make people eat flesh? That's what I heard. I read online. That's what Chris G does. Never kill. He's a nomad, isn't he? He hasn't shown me the colors. What's he doing making videos of me when I'm sleeping? This must have happened. I went online, did it? I get my information from the wind. I'm a wind talker. I'm not a Navajo Indian. I don't fuck with those guys. Ask surveillance of any fucking law enforcement in this fucking planet. I ain't part of their organization. I never fucking will be. A bunch of fall down fucking limp dick FAGGOTs. That means they're not having much fun. Hey, I've been around a long time in the drug dealing business. It's a cover. I read a book once, Hell's Angels at War. It said the land the police forgot about, and I said, the Queen must, to myself, I said, the Queen must need reinforcement. She's got him, got it, she had it with me, and now that she's gone and Ralph Barger's gone, they turned the jets on me. They probably put their plan back 20 years. So they want me out of the province. Yeah, or else what? What more could they do to the land than have a mass fucking overdose or a mass murder plot with the fentanyl? This is them. They use a thing called fright over the paramedics, I think, and the paramedics probably won't want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it because Montana had an overdose recently. And when I found her, I had to jump to the window because this was when she was staying there a month and a half or so ago. I didn't mark it down on the calendar. Before the RV was burglarized and I was in there and attacked. There's a wound there. It's healed up. Machete must have got me. Baseball bat and a machete. I don't know who those two were. I don't know who the female who broke the window was. But I'm fine. Any holes in my face? No. I brought them in close. So they couldn't get any leverage on me. And they just stopped. And they were looking around for light. I let them know something about my dad then. I had to give them something. Something I'd never told anybody else before. Trade secrets. And, well, simply put, well, where was I? Oh, Montana had an overdose. And it was scary because I got there. She must have had information that I was visiting a friend who I wasn't visiting because she never broke up with me. Neither Montana did. But we're still close. I'm not allowed to see her anymore because of her constant stealing out of my pocket when I was sleeping. The last one, $3,000, really hurt Montana. Really hurt. The last of my money, you left me $305, like the 305 in my car. Well, after that, you framed me up too. Well, it wasn't you, actually. It wasn't you that broke the window. That hurt, Montana. You don't care. You do care. You're forced to do it. Exactly. She's forced to do it. And Miffy isn't going to, not a hair on her fucking head, Clifford Coughlin. Oh, he's an ordained minister. It couldn't be him, eh? He's a fucking biker and everybody who sees him knows it. He's living in not a pink house anymore, but a gray house. These signs are supposed to scare me, are they? I don't fucking think so. You were not one of the Queen's knights, not a fucking chance. You're a fucking piece of shit for even trying to play that game. He's a fucking punk bitch. He's a disgusting human being if he thinks the Queen was ever anything. Ugh. He's a disgusting human being. He's a disgusting human being for trying to play that. Gray house now. When you see the one window at the top, when you look right at Hook Road, when you're going westbound, one window, when you look right, that's Ifford. Anybody who finds out in his plot is 300 yards, no, you're 300 yards away. You better not enjoy that pool room anymore there, Cliff. Hey, he's a helicopter pilot when I was there in like the 4th grade, 5th grade. What, you think because I was there in your house once I've been with you? Never been with you. I don't get with faggots. Christopher Gregoire is a homosexual with Jason Robertson. They were dating once. And both of them are rats too. And these are his fearless leaders. These are Clifford, the little red faggot. This is his Ifford. This is his story. Sorry, I gotta end stream. Delete this one. I'll be back.